Hey, what's up, everybody?
Hey guys, welcome back. We're back with episode 5.
Yes, we are. Joe and Kevin here for you.
Hello.
I guess, ruffled some feathers in the last
We
episode.
did. I was wondering when it was going to happen because it was going to happen, but this was the one.
Apparently, we're anti-therapy.
I know. Apparently, a lot of you were or some of you, not a lot. That's not fair. Were taken aback with how we reacted negatively to our first impression of Dr. Sharon.
And we just wanted to clear the air.
Yeah.
We are pro-therapy.
Yeah.
We believe that it's a good thing that she's there, and she's obviously doing wonders for the team.
Absolutely. If you've watched any of our other shows, you can see that we believe in therapy.
Every single
absolutely.
show we're watching right now has some sort of therapy episode to it.
Right. And guys, we get it. They're clearly telegraphing where the show is going.
Yeah.
Dr. Sharon is going to be somebody who's not really there to help Danny. She's going to be there to help Ted, and we're going to end up loving her. We're just talking about first impressions.
I thought it was pretty obvious that Ted's going to talk to her.
Right. And I also think that it was by design, and a couple commenters pointed this out as well, which I think you guys nailed it. We're not supposed to think she's a sweetheart when the show starts.
No, and we said nothing about therapy. We said that, like, she was a little rude to him at first. And regardless if she's on the clock or not, he waved at her and she waved back.
Yeah, and as some people said, well, obviously you're not British. That is correct. We are not British.
We're not British.
So where we are from in the Midwest, when someone smiles at you and waves at you, the polite thing to do is wave back. We agree she's not in session, so she doesn't have to be friendly or empathetic if she's not in session.
But she's watching the team.
She's at work, though. She is at her job.
And she's getting closer and closer to. That might be some.
I thought that was funny. I didn't care. Right. I thought that was funny.
That was really good.
Right. But just coming from our perspective, it's a first time reaction, and she didn't do anything to change our minds yet. No. We believe she will. Honestly, we're probably going to end up loving her, just like a lot of the other characters on the show started out a little standoffish. Jamie, right? Yeah, and you end up liking him. Rebecca. But here's where we're coming from, and we'll move on from this. We're not talking about it all day.
Sure.
If I'm at work and my job hires an in-house therapist, and she says some of the things I'm doing are weird right up front, tells me that she's better at her job than I am at mine right when I meet her, and if I see her in the hallway and wave friendly at her and she just rolls her eyes and looks away, I'm not going to feel comfortable in a therapeutic session being vulnerable with that therapist.
I would at least be like, do you have a problem with me?
Yeah, exactly. That's it. That's all we were reacting to. Ted is a potential client, obviously, who might be sitting in session, and she gave him vibes that kind of reinforced why he doesn't like therapy.
Yeah.
That's all. And it does set up a nice conflict moving forward of Ted accepting that he needs help.
That being said, I hope he goes and sees her.
Yeah, absolutely. He does. No one's that friendly without covering something up. It's his shield, his type of wall that he's put up.
Yeah.
Instead of just being standoffish, it's a good wall.
And, we didn't get to see her in the last episode, which was the Christmas episode. So I'm really curious to see where the show's going in this episode, because the last episode was it's kind of a bottle episode. You know?
Yeah, it was.
It was just Christmas time
at the Higgins house.
At the Higgins house,
and we loved it. So yes, we're going to end up loving Sharon. Yes, we're going to get her story and empathize with her. It's just we just didn't do it in that episode, and that's what the writers gave us. All right, enough on that. We do want to welcome some new Patreon subscribers. So James Miller, Mermaid Day, Leland Davis, and Clayton Barnes. Thank you so much and welcome. We really do appreciate it. If you're watching this on YouTube, we are 4 episodes ahead. That's why we're talking about episode 1 now, episode 5, because we binged.
You're in the future,
right? It's right, and so this is our first chance since we did those 4 to react to that. If you'd like.
Yeah, if you guys
like reactions.
Click the link down below. Absolutely. Like I said, if you are on YouTube, make sure you hit the like button. Leave us a comment, please.
Yeah, even the we only
had the negative ones. Even the negative
comments. Honestly, we only had one real jerk in the comments, and who cares?
Yeah.
It's welcome to the internet.
Maybe we can win you over.
Right.
I doubt it, but who knows?
Sometimes people just have bad days, and their best selves don't come forward.
Yeah.
It happens to me too.
If you're going to be a jerk, the very least you can do, hit the subscribe button for us,
exactly.
please. We'd really appreciate it.
Or be funny.
Yeah, funny jerk. Nice.
Funny jerk would be great.
Funny guy.
With all of that, we've probably I have no idea how long we've been talking here, but
fine.
probably too long for what we need to do. But we did just want to cover that in case you guys thought that we were like agreeing with Ted, don't go see a therapist. We absolutely do not have that position. He needs to go see a therapist.
Yeah.
The Taste of Athens.
It's a little Greek restaurant. I like some Greek food. You get some food, Nathan?
Yeah.
Maybe fix your crabby attitude?
Yeah, I was going to say, hopefully we get a Nathan episode where we can figure out what's going on with it, maybe. Because he's been pretty rough this season so far.
Apple.
Yeah.
Mum and Dad's favourite restaurant, and Friday's their 35th wedding anniversary. Jade.
How do you know my name?
Really want to make sure we get the window table.
I have to talk to Derek.
Why?
Why?
Now, right, your old mob in Richmond struggling. There are a lot of theories as to why that might be.
Richmond? Well, they're like a woman. behind the wheel. Completely lost.
Whoa!
We can set aside the table in the corner for you.
Wonderful.
I thought he won her over
Thank you.
the fact that her name was Jade.
Yeah.
I was like, what a nice coincidence.
It wasn't.
Also, did she just spray that in the air?
Yeah, she did. And then walked at the...
Poor Nathan.
Yeah.
So, he doesn't really feel like anybody, even though he is somebody.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, he is an assistant coach on the championship league team.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
All right, well, that sucks, Nate. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, fellas. No, I gave you an indoor whistle.
You can't blow it up.
I believe in communism.
What?
Rom communism, that is. If all those attractive people with their amazing apartments and interesting jobs can go through some light-hearted struggles and still end up happy, then so can we. It's all about believing that everything's going to work out in the end. Now, these next few months might be tricky.
Are you all him? You need to stop playing like shit.
Not exactly what I said, but I appreciate you, Isaac. Okay, let's watch the second half. Come on.
Positive reinforcement.
Yeah.
I don't think Isaac's going to stay captain for long if that's his mentality.
I think he's going to grow like everybody else.
You think so?
Yeah.
Really
I love Isaac, and
Isaac's great,
we just don't get enough of him.
Is Isaac okay?
No, ma'am. He is not.
I need to talk to Isaac.
No, that's okay. We got it. I know exactly what Isaac needs. Thank you, though.
And I can't very well ask Isaac to pull himself aside, you know, because that'd be dangerously close to messing with the, what's it?
Have Roy do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe James.
I'll do it.
I just think we got to get him a real big dog.
Yeah, that's it. See, I get why Nate's down.
Just remember wearing
Please
heels,
don't
too.
forget to post when you make yourselves an Americano.
She's right. But I don't know what my brand is.
Sorry, it's just this mystery man that I've been talking to on Banter has just quoted Rilke.
A place where minds can come to undress. Oh, that's really good. I'm going to use that.
Yeah, that's actually good too, yeah.
Oh, Danny, enjoy your free coffee.
Oh, I don't drink coffee. My mother says I was born caffeinated. Excelente.
Danny's such a nice man.
He's awesome.
I love
Sorry,
him.
Nate.
I was
They're
born
actually just
caffeinated.
players.
Yeah.
Oh,
God, Nate is getting kicked
sorry,
around this
Nate.
episode.
Got a call from their new owners, showbiz magnates Rob McElhenney and Ryan Reynolds.
Oh yeah, they did buy a team.
They
Yeah.
did. I love Higgins so
It is
much.
so odd to
He's
imagine
great.
you young.
Yeah, I get that a lot. The only kid in primary school with sciatica. The best brand is just being yourself.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
People should talk to him more.
Really?
He
He's so
is
wise.
he is. He's the one person on the show, besides Roy and Keeley now probably, that has a really successful relationship too.
Yeah, honestly.
And more than theirs because his is 30
His
years
wife
old.
is so like supportive of what he does. And
Yeah.
she was cool with the whole team coming over for Christmas.
Yeah,
you know?
they love each other.
Can you make me famous?
Nate, you don't want to be famous. Groupies everywhere.
That's not horrible.
Come on, you are where you are because of who you are.
I know what I want. A window table at a restaurant.
Is that it?
Well, that plus maybe some of those groupies you mentioned earlier.
That was very sweet.
It is. Are we going to Pretty Woman Nate here a little bit so he can go into the...
I wonder.
Yeah, go into the restaurant and
Oh
get
my
a
god,
stable.
if they do Pretty Woman, that'd be so funny.
Yeah. Because they are talking about romantic comedies.
Yeah.
Nathan,
You know, big mistake.
it's
Yeah.
a restaurant.
Huge.
Ooh, there's a simple solution to that. I'll just buy the restaurant.
Something.
He needs
Oh
help.
my God.
Yeah.
We've got work to do.
These people are so great.
I love this.
Either you take down my photo or you start giving me free kebabs.
They had Norm from Cheers up there. That's so funny.
Yeah. That's his uncle, I think.
What?
I
Really?
think Jason Sudeikis' uncle is George Wendt. Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Why
I
are you
love a nice
bothering me
kebab.
with my
Yeah.
kebab place? This is like my church.
What do you think about joining the coaching staff, Roy?
Fuck off.
That's a solid negotiation tactic right there.
Why won't you let me be happy?
How's that kebab, my friend?
Well, to quote Drizzy, it's the best I ever had.
Good.
He's all up in his head, isn't he?
Yes, he is. And I need him to check out of there by Saturday.
Hello, sir. Can I help you?
Yes, Nathan Shelley, party of...
They are going to Pretty Woman him.
See. Oh, yes, Mr. Shelfie.
It's Shelley and you know it, you dithering kestrel!
Too much. I stand up on my tiptoes, put my arms in the air, and make myself as big as possible.
I've seen the TED Talk where someone suggested doing that. Yeah. Power posing.
It's a bit silly, but it works for me.
Yeah, it does work.
But don't back down, Nathan.
Look, Roy just told me to bring you to this address, ready to play. I didn't press him for any details. You know how he gets.
Roy's amazing.
Why can't you let me be happy?
One of the commenters said, "Why do we excuse Roy's bad behavior? Because I love him.
Because he's great.
He's not perfect, but I love his bad behavior. He's got a heart of gold. Okay?
He
does. Absolutely
he
does.
Means well. He means well just as anybody, just as well as Ted does.
He's an enforcer with a heart.
Yeah.
This is where I lived. Expect me to play with him? I'm a professional, mate. I'll fucking kill him.
Right,
insist on the table. Oh.
Just go be like...
Yeah, go power pose yourself.
You are Nathan fucking Shelley.
You are. Oh.
Oh, that's not good. There's some self-loathing there.
Man. Look, psych yourself up.
She said find his own thing, but...
You're going to give us that table, and then my family and I are going to order starter, main course, little dessert, by how quickly a gaggle of Shelleys can get through a three-course meal and get out of here. So what do you say? Mum, perhaps you'd like to give me a number as well.
No, that's okay.
Is Roy going to start getting the coaching itch here a little bit?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Brought you here to remind you that football is a fucking game that you used to play as a fucking kid because it was fun. Go back out there and have some fucking fun.
See, how can you not like this guy?
That's very dad.
Yeah, it is.
But I came here tonight because when you realize you want to spend the rest of your life coaching with somebody, you want the rest of your life to begin ASAP.
So we're rom-comming it here? We're rom-communism?
You're an asshole.
I'm also just a coach standing in front of a boy. Ask him.
Listen.
Well, I really wish that Roy would have been like, you had me at coaching. You had to be or something like that, you know?
Stop with the ball play. Telling me I'm Richmond that you fucking fit.
I want to know who it is.
No.
What? No way.
I don't want them to get together romantically.
No, especially ever since he was with Stinky.
Yeah.
Or Sassy.
Right.
Well, my door is always open.
And why even have one? Heck, Coach Beard.
He is deflecting a lot, isn't he?
Yeah.
Where 17-year-old Matthew Kerr will make his debut. They're calling him the Irish Ronaldo. What can we expect today?
He's 17. He'll probably have chips for dinner and a wank before bed.
Apologies for the...
It's all pretty loosey-goosey, isn't it? Especially for the
Yeah, you did that, Roy.
Do you think he's going to leave?
Yeah.
If he leaves, that's
romantic
the most
comedy
rom-com
style, yeah.
Excuse me.
Yes! Yes! We are rom-comming it.
Go.
Roy! Jeff.
Oh my god! It is nuts. It is nuts.
Oh, I love this.
And most rom-com thing ever, so he runs there.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta run there?
Like they can't get a car.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my god, this is amazing.
Sorry, mate. This is as far as I can get you.
Yep, he's gonna run the rest of the way.
He's going to run the rest of the way.
This is
the same
amazing.
thing Nicky Six said in the Motley Crue behind the music. Enjoy the game. Fuck you. Just
Say it.
shut up.
Say it.
You had me at coach.
Yes! Yes! We called it!
Yeah, we called it.
This is the best.
It is the best.
Nothing for Nate.
Oh, is Nate feeling insecure now because Roy's there?
Why?
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
You can stand united. Man, look at that background right there for that next episode. All four of them standing there. That's
what
awesome.
a great episode that was.
That might be my favorite. I say that after every episode because it's true. I'm not putting anybody on. Like, truly, each episode ends and I'm like, I love that more than the last one.
I love that episode. That is definitely
fantastic.
one of my favorite ones of the entire first or second season so far.
I got goosebumps right now. Like, that was awesome. I think we got to the bottom of what's bothering Nathan, but at the same time, it feels unresolved. Especially with the last look.
It's kind of like Jamie. He's got a dad who completely disapproves of him. He's never going to win his approval, and he feels like crap because of it. You know, he doesn't feel like a good enough person.
I'm starting to think that's what the season's kind of about. It's like Nate coming into his own as a coach.
I've got a lot of it, yeah.
Because we're already, what's this, the sixth episode, fifth episode?
And there's 12 this season, so about halfway through.
So we're halfway through it, and we're still dealing with what's going on with Nate.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I mean, that's interesting.
I don't know enough about football to know how many coaches a team normally has, because I always thought it was weird there was only two.
Yeah.
Because we know American sports, right?
Sure.
An NFL team has
Stacked.
Position coaches and coordinators, and
roster.
strength and coaches, and just major league teams have bullpen coaches and first, third base, and pitching and batting, and NBA teams even have several coaches, and they only have 15 players on the team. So someone let us know. I don't know what's typical.
They could definitely use help because up until now, Nathan was the most experienced coach on the team with
as far as football knowledge,
and, what they need
You're
to
right.
know. You know?
That's probably why he's feeling insecure as someone who knows more about football than him is on the coaching staff.
But you kind of need him. You need somebody who has been on the field. Nate's never been on the field.
You clearly need Roy. I mean, Roy obviously knows what he's doing, and he knows more than Nate.
I think this is going to be the turnaround they actually do need because, like I said, Ted, he's happy to be there. He's happy to be there for the team, but winning does not matter to Ted. Yeah. It does a little bit, but at the same time, he's there to make them be the best possible version of themselves.
But I do feel like that last shot there of Nate, there's still a lot of unresolved stuff that's going to happen with him.
He needed the hand on the shoulder like everybody else got, And God, I hope there's nothing going on with him that's gonna really turn around and bite the team in the butt because there's something dark inside of Nathan.
Yeah, we're not there. Whatever it is we're working on with Nate, we're not there yet.
Look, I thought. So the spit on the mirror thing, very well could have been just as a comedic gag. Yeah, sure. I mean, it's just
that's his thing, but I didn't. I felt like it was.
It felt darker.
It felt darker.
It did feel darker.
As soon as he did it, I was like, "That's self-hate right there."
Well, the reason I thought it could be some kind of comedic thing is that he walks out there and is super nice and he's like
no, I mean you're right. After he walked out, he killed it. He absolutely killed it. Asking the girl's number was flying too close to the sun a little bit, but
I'm picky.
I'm picky. Oh, so am I.
Yeah.
Really, because you just asked out the hostess who's been mean to you literally both times you've interacted with her.
Oh man, you can't win them all, Nate.
You can't win them all,
but you're right. There's something below the surface that's what's wrong with this guy?
Do you think maybe Nate ends up with getting help from Dr. Sharon at some point?
I think he needs to immediately.
Yeah, he needs it. He needs it maybe more than Ted does, and Ted needs it.
Rebecca and Keeley need to put that into her ear.
Right. Well, it's that interaction that Sharon and Ted had with each other where she's trying to ask him genuine questions, and he's deflecting with this, cornball jokes and everything. Yeah. It's like, he's definitely hiding something.
Also, Ted isn't really noticing Nathan either. Because he's got his own set of issues he's dealing with. Obviously, whatever he's got going on. He sees Nathan in the new suit, and he's like, oh, Nate's doing well. You know what I mean?
Right,
Nate's doing well for himself, And so he's not really focused on that right now.
Right. And when Nate says, I'll go talk to Isaac because I'm a big dog, and Ted really kind of blew him off. I mean, Ted wasn't wrong. Nate's not a big dog.
No,
but the way that was handled, oh, you were serious. Don't ever say that to somebody.
Nate's fragile.
Right. Fragile. When somebody says something about themselves, makes you feel better, and you laugh and say, oh, wait, you were serious.
Yeah.
That's a kick, man. That's a punch to the solar plexus for sure. That's rough.
It really is. And also, real quick before we sign off, is Ted texting Rebecca on banter?
Oh my God, yeah. I don't want that.
I don't want that either. I mean, look, they're both they've kind of hinted they have chemistry. But it's only as in a friend capacity. They're both divorcees that are going through it. And he hooked up with her best friend. That's not going to fly.
Well, that's whatever it is. That's just three adults that'll have to work through that. Yeah. But I'm with you on the fact that I think they're such good friends.
Yes.
And I like the fact that on this show we had female empowerment friends, with Keeley and her. And we had a platonic male-woman friendship that wasn't about anything romantic, and I don't want it to go that direction.
Don't get me wrong. If the show writes it a certain way to where they do end up together in a really nice way,
sure,
I'll be on board because Ted is very caring. The episode where he shuts Rupert up with the darts, it's just him going out of his way to be a nice guy. He's very gentleman. He's very much a gentleman,
Right.
And, for the show's sake, I would just rather they introduce a new character for her to date instead of throwing that layer on top of it.
Yeah, I like the idea of them being lifelong friends, right? I like it of a show having platonic friends that never cross that line.
And you know what? I like complicated writing, though, so if they can pull it off,
sure,
by all means.
But also, the simple fact they're texting on banner, they might find out it's each other and be like, oh, no,
no.
We are friends. And that would be okay, too.
Yeah, it really would be.
We'll see.
That would be really funny, though, if the show starts with her hating his guts, but by the end of it, she loves him. Right. That would be kind of funny.
I love the romantic comedy aspect of the show today. It was delightful. And once again, a shout out to Higgins and his wife and the writing on there. That really touched me. The way they highlighted the fact that they just, it's not flashy.
Her smile at him.
Yeah, exactly. They're just an old married couple that happens to actually really love each other. And it's really nice to see.
You got two of those. You got those people in the crowds.
That was so great, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh, that Titanic thing killed me. This was a really well written in terms of a comedy episode, but it was also really heartwarming, like so many of them. Sure. You're right. This is one of the best episodes of the show so far.
It is. Two favorite lines of the episode before we go. Why can't you let me be happy?
Why can't you let me be happy?
You had me a coach. I love those two.
Yeah, there were several. I've already forgotten some of them, but I was really touched by this episode.
All right, guys. Well,
Appreciate it. Yeah.
Happy to be here. We'll see you guys in the next one.
Absolutely.